This is such a big choice right here. Calling Raiko would be the most logical thing to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and call for Minori. I guess I'll come back to this if you guys want me to. If not, I'll just continue the story with this because it's not gonna end. It's just these just lead to different endings. So I'm gonna call for Minori because I feel that it doesn't make the most sense, but I just want to see where it leads to. So I'm gonna call for Minori. It's time to finish this. Just as he promised earlier, Koji calls for Minori again. The call goes through immediately, for Minori must have been waiting for it. Hey Koji, where are you? What difference does it make? As soon as Koji responds, a shrill ringing fills the house. Startled, Koji spins around and looks into the hallway. The house phone is flashing to signal an incoming call. I see. I figured you'd be at my house. Koji fell for it. Fuminori is the one calling the house, and now he knows exactly where Koji is. He must have predicted that this would be Koji's first stop, and that Koji would call him upon finding it empty. So I guess you've already seen everything. Yeah, Koji keeps his voice bold to conceal his horror. When did Fuminori become so cunning? It looks like you've become quite the meat-eater ever since we last met. Just how many people have you killed? Actually, I've only killed one so far. Fuminori replies unapologetic in his tone, a beat. I've taken apart 3 or 4 though. I'm getting pretty good at removing the tendons and draining the blood and such. Koji no longer feels sadness or horror when faced with Fuminori's inhumanity. There is only the cold desire to kill the creature speaking such revolting words with his friend's voice. You killed Omi, didn't you? You bastard! You were lying when you said you hadn't seen her. I wonder. Fuminori mutters, seeming somehow embarrassed. I guess the first one I ate might have been Omi. It was the same day she disappeared, come to think of it. The body wasn't in any shape that I could identify. Koji had already abandoned hope, but it's still a shock to hear of his lover's brutal end. Tsukuba too? No. Fuminori says with a fist-spirited chuckle. She's here, like I promised. I'm no fool. I need her to trade with you, right? I won't waste her. Let me hear her voice. I don't think that's possible. She is in no shape to talk. Fuminori's dismissive words further sharpen Koji's bloodlust. You forget what I said. If you don't let her go unharmed. Come on, be happy that she's still alive. Or would you rather have Yo as a corpse? Let's get this straight, Koji. You bring your evidence along with all the files you've gathered. When I'm satisfied that they're the real thing, I'll hand Yo over. Fine. It's obvious that this deal is a sham. In all likelihood, Fuminori is planning to kill him and bury his secrets forever. Moreover, Koji doubts that Yo is even alive. Her meat could very well be somewhere in the refrigerator right in front of him. However, Koji isn't particularly interested in Fuminori's true intentions. After all, he has no intention of making a trade either. His only goal is to get close enough to destroy Fuminori and whatever is pulling his strings. Where? You remember Dr. Ogai's house? The one you followed me to? Let's meet there tonight at 7. Come alone. Hey! Fuminori hangs up without waiting for Koji's response. Perhaps Fuminori too has sensed his opponent's intent. If so, then he has realized that Koji is not just the hunted, but the hunter as well. Today was the first time I've driven since my accident last summer. The proportion was always too dangerous to consider, given my inability to recognize roads and cars. Things have changed, however. In the 3 months I have to adapt to my condition. I know what cars and pedestrians look like now, and even though I can't exactly see colors, I've learned to decipher lights and turn signals. I can still read street signs, of course. Nevertheless, I managed to make it safely to our destination with Seiya and Yo in the back seat. It was Seiya who came up with the idea of our new hideout, an abandoned building she discovered while living with Dr. Ogai. Huh. In this hilly suburban residential areas, It's not hard to find thick patches of undeveloped forest just off the bean path. Seiya's old playground is located in one such a secluded area, unaffected by the flow of everyday life. I'm back. I call out to let them know that I'm not a stranger. Then I go down the basement where they're hiding. Welcome back. Were you okay with the car? It was no problem at all. I figured out how to tell which roads are one way. As long as I keep my speed down, there's nothing to worry about. So, how are things here? I took a look around. As I thought, there's no sign of anyone's been here since I found this place. It's safe. I see. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm a little worried that this abandoned building could become a hangout for biker gangs or homeless people. It's probably because of all the trash piled out front. Most people won't get anywhere near that, don't you think? I guess. It doesn't bother me at all. I'd rather like it, in fact. But of course, normal people would feel differently. So how was your shopping? Did you find something good? I sure did. Oh, you found an axe. I proudly unwrapped the weapon I just bought from a camping goods store. A 1 meter long wood axe. The biggest and the sturdiest I could find. I like how this was right next to a sign saying that long knives are illegal. Seems like you could do way more damage with one of these. I grip the axe with both hands, testing its dependable weight, then swing it like a baseball bat. The deadly steel blade sweeps through the air right where a person's neck would be. Yo, who is sprawled out on the floor, flinches at the sound and curls herself into a ball. How sharp is it? What? I want to test it on Yo? Oh shit. I don't think that's a good idea. I definitely wasn't expecting Seiya to suggest anything so brutal. You don't need to worry. Her new body can heal pretty easily from cuts and such. But I'm sure it'll hurt. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. It must have slipped her mind completely. She smiles at the oblivious Yo as if to hide her embarrassment, then says, but her screams are pretty adorable, don't you think? Ooh. Okay. Well, I just wouldn't feel right using an axe on a human. Really? Then what about Koji? That's easy. It should be obvious, but I guess that Seiya still doesn't understand. I don't see him as human. I have no trouble cutting him to pieces. That really makes a difference? Yeah, humans have a conscience, you see. No matter how much you hate someone, you can't help but think twice about killing them. And that's how I win. Really? Seiya seems awfully subdued. I guess she's concerned about what'll happen if I have it out with Koji. He's bigger and stronger, so I might not have much chance against him in a straight up fight. But what's just slaying a monster to me is murder to him. This is big. He'll definitely hesitate when it counts. I'm a little worried, Seiya says softly, staring at the floor with unusual gravity. You can never be sure how someone will react. It's dangerous to rely on that. She raises her hand and looks straight at me. Don't you think it'd be better if I hunt him? I appreciate Seiya's consideration, even though it could be interpreted as a lack of faith in me. She's still putting my safety above hers. Nevertheless, I can't accept her heartfelt suggestion. With your strength, you might be able to overpower a girl like Yo, but I don't think it'd be hard for you to take down a guy. The bitter memory of Seiya's rape is still fresh in my mind. Seiya falls silent for a moment, seeming to understand what I'm thinking, but then comes right back to stubbornly press her case. My first attack went fine though. Most humans go limp as soon as they see me. It was the same as in the hospital. You were the only one who could talk to me. I guess you have a point. I can't imagine it personally, but I suppose it's possible that Seiya's appearance is shocking enough to make someone lose their nerve. Suzumi was able to gain the advantage because he had the same condition as me, which led him to see Seiya as a cute girl. Fear doesn't necessarily make the people weaker, however, depending on the situation, it can even send someone into a berserk rage and make them harder to put down. Yep. Yeah, he's got a point. In other words, such a tactic would be the same sort of gamble that Seiya's worried about. Alright Seiya, how about this? When I tell Seiya the new plan that just popped into my mind, her gloomy frown turns into a bright smile. That's perfect! You're so smart, Fuminori. Oh, stop. It's not exactly a great plan, but I guess the fact that it lessens the risk to me is enough to excite her. She's so easy to please, but that's part of what makes her so cute. And besides, she adds brightly, trying to cheer me up. One day we won't have to hide anymore. I can promise you that. Huh. It sounds like a fairy tale, but for some reason she seems absolutely certain. The day might be tomorrow, or it might be far off in the future. It's my first time, so even I don't know when the sign will come. I'm a little scared. I have no idea what Seiya's prophetic words mean, but this isn't the first time that she said or done something mysterious. She's performed any number of miracles already. So there's hope for us too? Yeah, she says with a cheerful nod. It will be my last present to you, Fuminori. My first and final duty. What the what? Final duty? Huh. Koji has nothing to do has nothing to do but wait. Huh. However, the light streaming throughout the windows turned red, and then faded into darkness with no sign of anyone coming. Koji's patience has grown weaker and weaker by the moment. And now the appointed time has arrived. Just as Koji's frustration is about to peak, his phone begins to vibrate and flash. It's from Fuminori. He's calling rather than show up himself. Rage threatens to overwhelm him for an instant. But Koji manages to keep his voice calm as he answers. What's going on here, Fuminori? Well, I was worried that you might be wasting energy on something silly, like planning an ambush, Fuminori says, chuckling scornfully. It's kind of late, but I guess I should tell you the real meeting place before you lose your mind. Did I make it in time? Son of a bitch! Come on, don't get mad. I'm just being careful, alright? Fuminori laughs with unrestrained malevolence, as though to embrace that he's seen through Koji's plans. Assuming you're at Dr. Ogai's house, there's a place nearby within walking distance. Yo and I are there. I'll give you the address. You should be able to find it on your car's GPS. You have proof this isn't another trick? If you're that paranoid, you don't have to come. You just turn tail and run. Fuminori hangs up immediately after speaking his challenge. Koji leaps out of his chair and kicks it across the room, unable to find any other outlet of his rage. He has no choice but to do what Fuminori says. His stamina is already exhausted. Only his obsession is keeping him going. If he allows himself even a moment's rest, his fears that he'll never again find the strength to face this madness. Tonight is his only chance to kill Fuminori. Koji knows, of course, that his enemy is planning to ambush him. Fuminori isn't going to fight fair, but then neither is Koji. With the unsteady stride of a man half asleep, Koji leaves the Ogai house and heads for his car.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold, you might need a sweater too.